the industrial strategy, which I chaired, is very high level. I mean, it covers, you could argue, basically most of the economy, creative industries, financial services. Successive governments have in the past tried to identify technologies. I mean, I've seen at least 4 attempts. David Willits and I had the 8 great technologies, then Greg Clark had 7, and in the Science and Tech framework of 21 we had 5. I'm not clear, and I don't think the chair is, or the committee is clear, what the technologies are, unless it's basically AI and quantum applied in all the others. What are we doing on agri-tech to feed the world, on space tech for defence, on those other key technology sectors which around the world people wonder if we're still backing them? As a trade envoy selling the UK in a global race for investment, people are asking, what is the UK doing in hot sectors like space, in agri-tech, in engineering, biology, in the non-AI pieces? I mean, there will be an AI element of them, but does Innovate UK have a clear strategy that I, as a trade envoy, can sell, or is it now basically, no, we've taken the government's industrial strategy sectors and we're pushing deep tech into them? That's it. Okay, so let me take an example. Agri-tech, a particular passion of mine. I chair the all-party group for it. There's no mention of it in the industrial strategy. Where would it fit in to the creative industries or to financial services? I don't see how we're going to have an agri-tech strategy. Again, a very clear sort of internal answer, but we've had the agri-tech people in here and they've said we're not sending a clear enough global signal. So I put that down. But let me turn to the key metrics, really. You'll have seen we've published Flying Blind, basically arguing this is all great strategic stuff, but what's the key metric? How do you drive it across government? And everyone has said the same thing, from the Secretary of State down. Basically, the key metric is turning public money into private investment, into growth. So can you tell us now, a year on, what your return on investment targets are, how you allocate them across the organisation in terms of that, answering that metric point? I mean, however you do it internally.
So
can you give us, it's a year on, a few numbers of just, listen, we invest X, our current private sector co-investment, we're taking as our baseline Y, and we intend to increase Y by 20% over the CSR. Have you got any clear targets or metrics for delivering that return on investment? Okay, so let's just take a high-level one. FinTech, key sector, financial services and tech must be in your strategy. Just from your point of view, what is the plan to turn? I have no idea what we're investing currently in FinTech R&D or what we're getting in private. Do you? Can you give me an example of one where you have set a clear metric that we could take reassurance from today? Okay. Last question. How do we compare to our competitors? So if you look at government to private funding ratios, USA 30% public secures 70% private in R&D. Japan 20% secures 80% private. Germany 30 secures 70% private. France 40 secures 60. South Korea 60 public secures 51. Where are we? Okay, do you know when we might know what this number is? Because it's really important if we're going to deliver the Secretary of State's mission to turn public money into growth over the course of the next couple of months. Can we take, does that mean end of August? By September. Okay. No more questions, Chair. Thank you.